I hope your day is full of caterpillars and salamanders and newts and crickets and beetles and ladybugs and roly-polies and butterflies and moths. Moths are just emo butterflies. When I was a kid, I used to collect moths and put them in a Tupperware and try to build them new habitats. Is that normal? I don't know. We don't know. It's a new week, guys. Happy Wednesday. It is I, Shank, popping in to tell you hello. I'm going to be in Austin tomorrow. If you are in the Texas area, that's right. Tomorrow, March 4th, your girl, me, Sara Weinshenk in Austin, Vulcan Gas Co. Come out. I'm in a headline and Jamar Neighbors is featuring. So the show's going to be super fun. I really, really can't wait. Starts at 8 p.m. Support live comedy if you're in the Texas area. I'm so excited to be returning to the stage. I have been working out some new bits. I did some mics, did some new bits, and really excited about it. So if you're in Texas, come out. Definitely new stuff mixed in with old stuff. Plus, I'm just excited to do stand up and connect with an audience in real time and not like from a screen. And it's going to be socially distanced. It's going to be a good time. Temperature checks at the door. They're really good about cleaning up between shows. So it's going to be a fun time to come out. Okay, this week's podcast is fun. It's live from bed with Rachel Wolfson, also known as Wolfy. Wolfie's a good friend of mine, comedian, super funny, up and coming comedian. She opens for Felipe Esparza. She's going to be a big comedian. I would look out for her for sure. Follow her if you don't. She also has a great meme account, Wolfy Memes, if you're into weed memes. And she's basically like everyone's weed mom. So I hope you guys enjoy this week's episode of Shank with Wolfie. The blunt that we smoke is courtesy of Embra. And oh wait, before we get into this week's episode, I just want to tell you about something. How could I have almost forgot to tell you about the most important thing of all time? Socks. Oh yeah, that's right. Look down at your socks right now. What do they look like? Are they dull? Are they gray? Do they have holes in them? Do your socks tell a story? Is the story sad? I bet it is. I bet it's time for a new pair. It's time to dress those feet up. It's time to make that shit snazzy. It's time to make those feet sparkle. Get a pair of socks from Oh Yeah Socks. It's 3 O's, HYEAH socks. Give them a follow. You can shop a wide array of socks, from Brady Bunch socks to MacGyver themed socks to Bob Ross socks to Mr. Rogers socks. There's a pair of socks for you. There's alien socks, weed socks, there's food socks, sriracha socks. How many times can I say socks before we start this episode? That's the real challenge and the real question. Okay. Also, check out these slippers. They're Rainbow Llama fluffy slippers. Rainbow Llama fluffy slippers. Hard to say that. Say it 5 times fast. Your brain will fucking explode. But they're really, really, really cute. I just got them from Oh Yeah Socks. They're really cute gifts and really affordable with my discount code SARA10, SARA10. Shop ohyeah.com. Link in the description of this episode. That's 3 O's, HYEAH.com. Guys, if you want to buy tickets for my Austin show, head to my Instagram story. There will be a link in there. Or you can search Vulcan Gas Co. March 4th, Sara Weinshenk. Okay. Looking forward to seeing you. If you want to support the podcast another way besides buying a really pair of amazing socks, or they also have masks. Oh yeah, also has masks, which also make you great gifts. And we love a discount. Sara 10, Sara 10. Okay. Also, I have merch. You can shop my merch on my Instagram page. If you go to the merch tab, I have a bunch of cool Western shirts, unisex Western designs, a really cool rope design that just says Shank. And then I have like a cowboy shirt looking ones with like weed leaves, and they're really cute and really fun and really affordable. And it's a great way to rep the show, give back to the show, tell your friends about the show. And if you're in Texas, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoy this week's episode of Shank with Wolfie, Rachel Wolfson. Guys, here it is. So humbling putting on pants in 2021.
Looking in the mirror is humbling.
It's all humbling, sister. Is this a weird setup right now?
No.
If you think this is weird, then you just need to smoke more weed.
You're judgmental.
Am I?
No, not you. If people think this is weird, you're judgmental.
If people think this is weird, then they're fucking judgmental.
Yeah, show us a better setup.
It's their problem.
A pandy setup.
I mean, do I unbutton my pants? I mean, I might do it.
Unbutton your pants, unbutton your life.
Unbutton your pants and everything else
will start to unravel.
Yeah, that's true. When you're unbuttoning your pants to podcast.
It's not even Thanksgiving.
It's not even Thanksgiving. It's just 2021, baby. It's part of like the prerequisite for 2021. I'm like, if your pants fit, then you did 2020 completely wrong.
If your pants fit, you're not legit.
If your pants fit,
it's time to quit.
If your pants fit, then good for you. You fit motherfucker.
Yeah.
But if you're like 90% of America, then your pants probably don't fit.
And you're probably unfit.
You're probably unfit. Your pants don't fit. And like, it's okay.
Here, take a hit.
Take a hit. Thank you. We're rhyming.
Are we cringe?
Dr. Seuss rhyming. What's up, Wolf?
Oh. What's up, Shanks?
Was that a little howl?
It was like a baby howl.
A baby howl.
It was a micro howl.
A micro howl is so cute.
Well, thank you.
She does a little Wolfie howl. Do it again.
Ow! That was a real one.
That one's huge.
That was a medium, but that wasn't like a freight. That was like, hello, I'm here.
Hi, I'm here.
I've arrived.
I see like a howl for me. That doesn't work. Did you know that peacocks make a really weird noise?
I'm not surprised.
It almost sounds like a meow, and no one's talking about it. I don't know why people aren't talking about the sound that peacocks make.
My cat chirps.
Chirps like a bird.
Like that? Does like things like that. He like activates like a little alien
like
sometimes.
A Cardi B.
Well, yeah, kind of. like
no.
he does. He makes little alien sounds.
You're telling me
he might make a guest appearance in this episode. Oh, well,
he might. Let me get my coffee. Let me get my coffee. I'm struggling with a coffee pants situation. It's like I want coffee. My pants aren't buttoned.
Yeah, you got to wear stretchy pants like I do.
Who wears real pants anymore?
Honestly, stretchy pants without judgment.
Or just like, okay, I wonder if a lot of people are facing this problem.
A lot of people are probably facing a lot of problems.
Yeah, this is the least of my worries. These ill-fitting pants.
Yeah, like let's unbutton that.
Shall we? Let's talk problems. No, so people want to know, like, do you have any mental health tips? As a comedian. Do you have any mental health tips?
No.
The short answer is no.
Yes. Well, I adopted a cat for
Animals
one, an
help.
emotional support animal. His name is Gomez.
Animals really do seem to help.
He's my best friend, and hi, Gomez. And I even have songs and nicknames for him. Here he is. He might even make it.
You have songs
Look, it's
and
Gomez.
nicknames.
You knew I was talking about you, big boy. See? I mean, I literally talked to him. But boy, come here.
She's talking to her cat.
And so this... Well, hello, Jomies.
Oh wow, he really is working it. It's almost as though you summoned the cat, and
he's
now
our son.
So were you always a cat lady?
No, I don't even like cats. I just like Gomez, and he's basically my best friend.
You've gone full cat woman.
Oh yeah, like I made merch that says Gomez that's inspired by him. You're okay, big boy.
Does he have an Instagram account?
No, I haven't gone that far because honestly, some things are meant to be sacred, but I do have a tab on my profile that's all things Gomez.
See, okay. I mean, listen, here's the thing. When you have a kid, will you make your kid an Instagram?
No.
I'm about to. I'm about to make an Instagram for the baby I don't even have.
Oh, no. That's what's...
Little Shanks.
I feel like...
XX.
Yeah, no, I feel... yeah, that's... maybe that's called manifesting.
Yeah, so I made my future baby's Instagram profile, just waiting for the baby to arrive. Just waiting for a man.
It'd be funny if you just like put up posts of you and it's all pictures of you and your face with all your ex-boyfriends and what the baby would look like. And like you got your fans to vote like which guy you should get back together with so you could procreate.
No, because none of the options are okay.
Okay, that was a bad idea.
Someone was like, okay, last week on the podcast, someone asked me, is there a theme with the men you've dated? And I'm like, I guess
mental illness.
I guess they're patient. I guess have to be patient. And then I'm like, I need to start doing better PR for myself. I'm on Instagram talking about how this guy didn't text me back, how this guy didn't call me back. And I'm like, I'm creating a reality that I'm not loving. And because I'm always talking about it on podcasts. I'm like, should I speak the truth or should I start lying?
Maybe instead of that, you should talk about the things you do want in a guy.
Ugh. It's more fun and relatable to talk about the things you don't like in a guy because it's like so many things.
Are there any like guy friends in your life that you feel like you could flip the switch and be like, I'd marry you if you were down?
Not really.
Is that a tragic question?
It's a tragic question because it's like, oh, if you were a different person, I would marry you. It's like, once they become your guy friend, especially if it's like a comedian guy friend, you're like, it's kind of hard to get them past that zone. It's like you know too much, I feel. But who knows? You never know. I mean, I'm also just like, I want someone who's my friend. That's what I want, right? Isn't that the best type of relationship where you're like, this is like my friend. I'm hanging out. He's hanging out. We're doing what we normally would do. It's just fun because we're dating.
Yeah, like you want someone who can look at your butthole and still find you sexy.
Yeah, you want someone who's like...
Intimacy.
That is really intimacy.
You know what I mean?
Like, he saw my butthole last night.
And he saw my soul.
He saw my butthole. And he also made me coffee in the morning.
Exactly.
That's what I'm looking for. Like, yes, I'll let you see my butthole, but only if you make me coffee in the morning. No,
that's a fair trade.
I don't like butthole stuff, really. It's scary to me.
At the end of the day, it's not for everyone.
Are you a fan of butt stuff?
I mean... There's a time and a place and a place and a time.
There's a time and a place, so not.
And no. I'm not trying to be anal about it. But
yeah, I hear that.
Fuck it.
I feel buttholes for me it's a scary zone. It's a scary zone.
Buttholes
definitely have to be in a relationship with you if we're doing butt stuff.
I mean,
I'm not doing rogue butt stuff with a rando.
No, you can't. You shan't. And
you shan't.
And you won't. But I think that
Did I spill?
It's okay.
I spilled. Did I get it everywhere?
It's okay.
Fuck.
Just go grab a towel in the other room.
Okay, so I spilled. We're in bed with a zebra for ambiance purposes. We're like, how can we elevate this set?
Netflix and spill.
Yeah. How can we elevate this set to make it look like we care? And Wolfie was like, the zebra. And I was like, absolutely the zebra. What I'm saying is we're just two girls looking for Urban Outfitters sponsorship. Can you tell? Look at our shirts.
We love a screen tee.
We love a screen tee. I'm in a Guns N' Roses shirt, which I'm a big fan of.
R.I.P. Aaliyah.
R.I.P. Aaliyah. Mm-hmm. She's still alive in your heart.
Yeah.
And on your bod.
I saw this and I was like, I need this.
Yeah.
It was on sale.
We love a sale.
Papa Jimmy's.
What have you been shopping at all? Pandemic shopping or not really? Because it's like hard to want to.
I've been buying a lot of sweatpants. I mean, I've also been like bringing out sweatpants from like the vault.
Oh yeah, we're all doing that.
Yeah. So like, you know, I feel vindicated because I guess some might look down on me for this, but like I can be a sweatpants in public person. I really can. That's who I am. I'm from Vegas.
It's athleisure.
Sweatpants is like a part of, you know, when you're a local and you're not on the strip, you wear sweatpants.
Vegas local.
Yeah.
That's Vegas local energy.
You can be seen out at the grocery store in sweatpants and no one will judge you. They'll be like, oh yeah, that's just, you know,
big
Rachel.
Vegas energy.
So
big Vegas local energy.
I just go out in public now and I see all kinds of sweatpants, all kinds of people wearing sweatpants, tie-dye sweatpants.
What are your thoughts on when I'm in Austin, instead of wearing pants, because, you know, that's not going well for me as of today, I wear a robe. What do you feel about wearing robes on stage?
There is a robe comedian, Tehran.
But I have different energy than Tehran. I don't want to do moo because at least with a robe you have a waist.
I feel like you have so many cute Austin friendly outfits. Like you have these pants.
I do have these pants,
and
but
you
listen,
have the purple shirt.
The pants right now aren't even fucking buttons. So do these pants even count? That's the real question. No, I think I could zip it up, get in these pants while in Austin. We'll see. Stay posted. We'll see how the next week goes. I mean, it's time.
You're going to just wear one robe for the whole week?
Yeah, just wear one robe for the whole week and that's it. On stage. I feel like that's going to be my performance
It could be disarming. Like, I feel like people would be like, oh, she's in a robe. That makes me feel comfortable. Or
it makes me feel completely uncomfortable that this fucking Valley girl's on stage in a robe in Texas.
It's called fashion, sweetie. It's called fashion.
It's called fashion,
I feel like
honey.
they would understand because like Texas, everything's bigger in Texas.
It's like, you guys get it. My pants don't fit.
Like,
no,
people in Texas love to eat.
I think that Texas, it'll be a good run for me to like take my pants for a spin, to like get back into the practice of wearing pants. You know, I think it's definitely an art. There's an art to wearing pants. You don't realize it. I didn't realize it before the pandemic, but it's like
pants-demic.
Yeah, there's an art to
wearing pants. I feel bad for pants companies.
Do you think they're?
I don't know. I mean, we're gonna have to wear pants again soon. That's why I've started like working out again, because like I'm gonna have to like be in public. Again.
We gotta not only are we gonna have to be in public, but it's gonna be summer.
Yeah.
It's always summer.
Hot girl summer's coming back.
Do you think?
Yeah.
You think hot girl summer 2021, or are you stuck in 2019?
It's coming back, baby.
Are you stuck in 2019? Are you still missing hot girl summer?
2021, baby.
You think we're going to have hot girl summer? You think we're going to be blessed with hot girl summer this year?
Oh, yeah.
I better get on it.
As confident as that.
You're really confident?
That's why I'm starting now.
Do you think we're going to get it? Do you think we're going to get to have hot girl summer?
Yeah.
How luxurious.
Start now, guys. Start
like this one too.
Start your engines.
Start your engines. But like, this is the question. Okay. How come guys don't have hot guy summer? Guys just get to be whatever. We're the ones that have to be ready for hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer.
All times. And it's also like, I'm a comedian. I don't think I have to do hot girl summer. I just want to say
hot girl
gives
summer
me a loophole, kind of.
Hot girl summer isn't gender specific. It's actually gender neutral and gender friendly. So hot girl summer is a lifestyle. It's a state of mind. It's like, you know, it's a place. It's a mental, you have to mentally be there. So for me, anyone can do hot girl summer, guy, girl, trans, any weight, any age, any
everyone
background.
Okay. So it's a mental state. It's like I'm hot and it's summer. Is it a confidence? Is it a quiet confidence that someone exudes during hot girl summer?
Well, I do pot girl summer.
You do pot girl summer. But pot girl summer, is that the same?
Yes.
It's just you
with
looking
a joint.
Hot with a joint. Okay, well, we got to respect that. People want to know, what are some of your favorite strains of weed? That was a question that was sent to us.
That's a good question.
From Marcus.
Marcus, thank you for asking.
Marcus from Massachusetts wants to know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I love 710 Labs Candy Chrome, I believe. Candy Chrome 27. And I love their It's It. Amazing. If you're in California, definitely check out 710. Also love Royal Key Organics. They have MCon 8, which I'm obsessed with, and anything of these two companies is amazing. That's California specific.
Also Embra.
Shout out to Embra. If you're in Vegas, I'm really loving Vegas weed. That's my hometown, and I'm super impressed with how far they've come in the cannabis industry. And like, you know, they have some really great companies out there like Nature's Chemistry. They have this garlic diamond cookies or something like
garlic.
I'm obsessed with garlic cookies, so I love that. And then shout out to Green Life Productions in Vegas, GLP. I love them so much as well. And they have a Mac that's just beautiful. So
beautiful. So okay, your preferred way of smoking, if you had to?
Joints, blunts. I mean, I'm trying to stay off the blunts. They're so bad for you. But yeah, I really love joints. I like tasting the weed. Also, I love a volcano. I'm gonna finish with this.
A volcano is such a different energy. I do like a volcano too. I would love to have a volcano. I don't have one. Do you have a volcano?
No, but I'm gonna get one. That's gonna be
volcano's a smooth hit. It feels like it's better on your lungs.
I think it's the healthiest way to probably consume. You're not consuming all the plant matter, and
you don't smell like it.
You do get very high. And it's just like a nice, lovely high. So I highly recommend people investing in a volcano. It's good long term. It's worth the price.
She's a cannabis connoisseur. She knows the things. I mean, what are some of your favorite edible brands? Do you have any?
Well, I'm not really big into edibles, mainly
You're
because
a flower. I love an edible.
Well, but if I am going to take edibles, 710 Labs, that company I just shouted out, they collaborated with Elefante, and they have these hash rosin gummies that are incredible, and they don't change the flavor of them. Like, they do taste kind of, I don't want to say weedy in a bad way, but like you can really taste the terpenes almost, and I like that.
That's kind of like Kiva has that too now.
Yeah, no, I mean, resins. I just really enjoy because, and I never really have a negative effect. Like, but when I take edibles, I get headaches for some reason.
That's common.
Yeah. And I don't like feeling hungover like that.
Yeah. I love edibles. I find them to be just like easy because then I don't have to keep on smoking. But yeah, I love a Chiba Chew. They have a stronger milligram, which I love. And their flavors are really good too. So for me, it's Chiba Chew, Kiva. Those are my edible lines. What has your quarantine been like lately? I mean, like, are you doing mics? What's going on? Do you feel comedy slowly starting to come back? Because I'm feeling that way a lot.
Well, I don't want to incriminate myself.
Okay.
But I will say that I do think comedy is coming back in some form of live. Comedy's back. It depends on the country, what part of the country you're in. If you go to Texas or Florida or like the Midwest or even the East Coast now, comedy clubs are open. So,
Let's go LA.
Here in LA, you're seeing a lot of outdoor shows open back up and like pop-up mics and things like that. So, I just started participating in some of the outdoor activities. I have a couple shows this weekend that are outdoor, and I love an outdoor show.
I love an outdoor show in Southern California. And you feel very lucky that we have good weather.
Yeah. And I think like more like we started to do that last summer, and like people really got the hang of it, and comics really, I think really liked it. A lot of them, the ones who felt comfortable. And I can understand like if people still don't feel comfortable going out, and like I don't encourage anyone to do anything they don't feel comfortable doing. But for those who are able to like go out and do outdoor stuff, there's a lot of like things that are and will continue to pop up.
And they're doing all different types of socially distant stuff. They're doing car shows. They're doing all kinds of different things. So it's exciting. I'm just so excited to just be back to doing stand-up. Little nervous. I feel like everyone's kind of in the same place though, because we haven't really had stand-up. Like, yeah, some people have maybe done like 20 more sets than other people, but it's like,
I was on a mic the other day, and someone was like, I haven't stopped doing stand-up the whole time. And I'm like, wow, because this is my first mic back in a year. And
how could you have?
The person went up and didn't have any punchlines. And I was like, okay, well.
Yeah, because they've probably been doing fucking stand-up on Zoom. They're like, well, that doesn't
apparently
count.
They've been doing stand-up for a long time. So I guess my point is like, yeah, I was nervous,
But I feel like everyone is to some degree.
Yeah, but let me tell you, like, if you got it before, you're going to have, it's just like riding a bike, and just like, I never stopped writing. That's one thing I didn't stop doing throughout the pandemic was writing. I've always written.
Right. But like, I have so much writing that I haven't worked out on stage. And so such a different experience to like take the writing to stage.
Right. So I've been back at the mics for about 3 weeks now. And consistently. Like I go to one.
How are you loving it?
I go to one mic and I do 2 of them a day. So I do 2 mics a day. I love it. I'm loving it. I'm working out material. I have new material. I'm getting good feedback.
Having new material feels so good.
Right. And my point is like, it's just kind of like picking back up, like, and we have so much, the blessing is through the pandemic, we've been given, all of us, so much unique material and things that we've had the opportunities to kind of like work on. So,
and people want it now.
Right.
People are like, I want comedy, because it's like, we've had like 2020 is dark as fuck. You couldn't see live music. You couldn't see live comedy. It's like, I wasn't even somebody who loved seeing live music. I actually was in a relationship where we saw bands all the time, and I was like, oh, this is exhausting. And now, like, in hindsight, I really appreciate those experiences, because it's such a specific, amazing experience that you get from live performance that you're just not going to get from watching something at home or on a screen. It's just like that sense of like connectedness that you can get when it's an audience and like a performer, like that energy exchange. You're not going to get that
right
on Zoom.
And there are people who want to laugh, and like I actually ended up I would get offered to do Zoom shows throughout the pandemic, and I feel like for a lot of people I can understand how it's helpful, and like that's for me, like it wasn't helpful. I just didn't like the feeling of
like
it.
Depressing.
My internet sucks, like everything was fucking freezing all the time, and like it just was never a good experience for me. So pretty quickly I was like, okay, this isn't helpful. I'm just going to continue writing and like wait for the mics to come back and stuff. And so
it's really interesting the way things have like switched from being in real life to online. Like I had an online audition and there was an online waiting room.
That's hilarious.
I was like, there is an online waiting room where I ran into people that I knew in the waiting room.
I
was like, whoa, you can have online run-ins in virtual audition waiting rooms? Like, we're living in the future.
It's 421 too. Also, I had group therapy the other day and I lit a joint and the therapist muted my video.
Was that her way of being like, absolutely not acceptable, like silently?
I think it was just like, you're going to trigger people. You should we're gonna
trigger people to want to smoke.
Maybe.
So what is group therapy? And do you like it more than one-on-one therapy, or what are your...
I mean, I like this type of group therapy. It's helpful to me. I mean, normally it's like you meet in person, but now because of the pandemic, everything's on Zoom. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, I recommend therapy to anyone and everyone.
But what do you like about group therapy versus one-on-one therapy? Like,
well, I do both.
You do both. Yeah. And like, what do you think the benefits are to each? Like, because I just do one-on-one therapy, and I honestly, some days I'm like, I don't want to fucking do it, but I always feel so much better afterwards.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I've been in a lot of one-on-one therapy, and I find it to be incredibly beneficial, but I'm also on antidepressants.
Right.
So what about the group therapy do you like, and how is it different than one-on-one therapy?
Well, I think what I like about group is I can connect with other people who share similar experiences that I'm going through, and that also have so different experiences that I can learn from. And it's having a community and people you can connect with. And share thoughts and ideas and experiences and learn and heal from ultimately. So I guess the type of therapy that I'm doing, it's called DBT Therapy, dialectical behavior therapy. It's based in like mindfulness and emotion regulation. Okay. So I've been doing it for years, like since before I even moved to California, and it's just a specific style of therapy. Okay. They want to teach it in schools because it's, has a lot of like Buddhist, like meditative kind of teachings part about it. It sounds like a cult now,
like
but it's
Tibetan
not.
Buddhist, like
no, more just like mindfulness and the practice of stillness and breathing and meditation and like and ultimate acceptance and like basically skills that teach you how to regulate your emotions, because that's something like that's one skill I didn't learn as a kid, really. So as an adult, that's something I struggle with. And
like when you get upset or when you get
emotion regulation. Yeah.
Or like you just
don't
know
processing emotion.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
So, and like I used to be on a lot of different medications growing up, which I think suppressed a lot of the emotion. Cause like, you know, some of those were tranquilizers, and it's hard to feel anything and process anything when you can't feel anything, you know?
Totally. And sometimes it's just about sitting through the discomfort, but like
at
breathing through it.
Yeah. And at the same time, I think that it's also about finding the right medication for you, as well as the right therapy, and working through and processing like whatever tragic event. Cause like ultimately humans are only built so much to handle so much trauma and tragedy. And like now in this age of the internet, like we're thrown so much information that like I, as a human being, become overstimulated. You know what I mean? It's like
how could you not? How could you not be overstimulated in 2021? And then I feel like it's such like this double-edged sword, because I'm like, okay, it's so hard now to not be, to some degree, plugged into technology if you're a working adult, because you have to be for work. So it's totally changed like everything in a way. I mean, like for me, I just started getting like really into meditation this year, like in a way that I do it at least 5 days a week. I go outside and I do it for like 13 to 14 minutes. Mm-hmm. And it took me a really long time to get there, because I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm really bad at sitting still. Right. I hate it. I hate sitting still more than anything. And like sitting still in a room and breathing, no thanks. But going outside to meditate has been so like powerful. And it's weird because sometimes I'll be meditating and I'll get like these there'll be like direct downloads from like something else of like information that's like applicable to my life. And I leave like being like, whoa, that was as powerful, if not more powerful, as going to like a therapy session. Right. And so I really want to try to continue in that. But, you know, I feel like mindfulness in this modern world is so important. It's something that we should all kind of be doing, especially because we're not, like you said, we're not built to be consuming this much technology at all times or information.
Obviously, something you and I share a love for is mushrooms, and they're doing a lot of you know, research, and there's so much new information coming out about the power of psilocybin.
Yeah.
So I'm very much interested and open to exploring so much of that. Like, I mean, that
realm.
Topic of, that
Psychedelics
realm. Yeah.
And
Like that
health.
route of path of, you know, therapy or healing and whatnot.
Right, because now we're in an interesting time where doctors and universities are starting to study, you know, psychedelics in that way. I feel like in the 60s they started to, and they didn't really get to finish. So now it's like we're in a different place. I mean, especially with the legalization of psilocybin and all drugs in Oregon, and it's looking like California might be legalizing psilocybin in the future. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, just because of the different benefits that people are finding with it.
Yeah, there's
like
going to be like,
there's
pretty soon people are going to start booking us on mushroom shows.
Wow. I mean, doing a mushroom show sounds a little.
Yeah.
Like, imagine
fun
bombing
fun
on
guy.
mushrooms. Bombing on mushrooms. No thanks.
I mean, but did
No
you really bomb, or did you
thanks.
just transcend?
No.
Your old self.
I've done shows on mushrooms. And it's really like a gamble. Could go either way.
Yeah, I just like, it's already happening. Like, I already see
people are like, let's do
the way
stand
they're like
up on every drug available and see how it affects us.
There's going to be mushroom comics. There already are, I feel like.
Mushroom comics.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's been going on for a while, though, because I feel like comedians are like in the fringe of things, and they're like open-minded and suffering internally. So comedians are constantly looking for outlets of like ways to heal, or just like escape reality, or find peace inside. So it would make sense that it's moving in that direction, and that comedians are kind of like the outliers of that, like, of society in that way. Like, if comedians aren't going to talk about psychedelics, then who the fuck is going to talk about psychedelics? If comedians aren't going to talk about weed, then who the fuck's going to talk about weed? You think that it's the government's going to talk about it? Because that's not going to happen until they can regulate it and make money off of it.
Truly.
So I feel like there is like a responsibility in a way to be like, you know, these things are out there, you know, and they're not as far out there as you might think.
Mm-hmm.
And like there are different alternative ways to healing, but also be careful, because psychedelics could also make you schizophrenic. Be careful. You know, it's like,
speaking from personal experience.
Yeah, it's like you don't really. It's so interesting because it's so personal and delicate, I feel like, to people, but the amount of wisdom that you can gain from a proper psychedelic experience and healing is really interesting. And I was watching like a documentary about ayahuasca because I'm just interested in that as a form of healing for people who have like really intense traumas. I don't think I could ever do it. Not now, that's for sure. And also, if you're on SSRI, you're not supposed to do it because it fucks with your serotonin levels.
Right.
There's certain things that if you're on medications for depression and stuff, you got to be careful about how you're navigating the psychedelic world, and like really make sure you're doing your research, because you don't want to like fuck something up.
Yeah, everyone I've talked to pretty much says the same thing about it. They're like, yeah, you shit yourself and it's awesome. And I'm like, I'm good for now.
Yeah, like people are talking about how they have like generational vomiting sessions of like, you know, but it's like if I had some really big block in my life and I had tried everything else, and there was like, if I was devastated over like a horrendous event in my life and I couldn't get past it, it's like that's when people I feel like are turning to ayahuasca. And in the documentary I watched, it was like a lady whose like husband and kid died, and like was like this type of trauma that's like really terrible to overcome. And just this is, as a form of medicine, has been helpful to so many different people. When you see the people who have been helped by it in this documentary that I was watching, you're literally like, okay, interesting, never say never. You know what I mean? Because you just don't know where you're gonna land, like in life. Like and you know when you're like suffering from depression and you're like, I've tried everything, like there's no worse feeling than feeling like hopeless in terms of battling depression. And it's like, even like, I'm on an antidepressant. I live in a beautiful place. I have all this stuff that's really positive going for me. But there are some days when I'm like, if I could be depressed in this environment, I could be depressed literally anywhere. And like how it all comes back to like doing that self-work of like the therapy, the working out, the checking in with yourself, the, you know, because to go from like performing every night to just being at home is a really weird feeling.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like we lost part of our identity for a while. And that was something that kind of just like abruptly happened. Like no one told us like a year before, like, okay, this will be your last year doing comedy for about 2 years. And
you know how your career is going great. By the way, plot twist, you're locked inside, bitch. Figure it out.
Yeah. It was literally like
should I do a live stream?
Should I get patterns?
Yeah, like in the beginning
in my life,
the live stream stuff in the beginning of quarantine, I was like, I'm gonna live stream every day. I'm just gonna live stream all the time. And then after like 2 weeks of live streaming nonstop, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna chill on the live streaming. Yeah. Like it's not the same feeling as stand up. That's for sure.
Yeah, I did like one live stream show. And I was like, no. It's live stream, but I want to die.
I can't wait. I really can't wait to go to Palm Springs.
Yeah, no.
We need to go to Palm Springs. We're a Palm Springs squad. We like to go perform in Palm Springs.
Yes.
Stop by Libra, get some weed. Okay, guys. Well, I just got the call. We're going to do stand-up. This is very exciting news.
Magic!
Gonna be doing stand-up. Where can people find you, Wolfie?
At Wolfie Comedy, at Wolfie Memes, Instagram,
she makes amazing
Twitter.
Memes.
Sometimes I'm on TikTok. And at a stage outside near you or inside, hopefully.
Yes, hopefully we'll be going on the road together soon, too. So look out for dates coming soon. And thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of Shank. Also, if you're in Austin, come out tomorrow, March 4th. Yes, March 4th. I'm headlining. Wow. Okay.
Tomorrow you're leaving?
No. Well, this will come out on Wednesday, and then the next day is my show. So if you're in Austin, come out. Come see live comedy plus Jamar Neighbors.
Go see your girl. Yes. Our girl.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you guys so much for listening. Subscribe, rate, review. Okay, wait. I have to give you one thing.
I love a present.
She loves a present.
What? Is this Oh Yeah sock?
Yes, it is. Oh Yeah. Head to ohyeah.com. 3 O's HYEAH.com. Sarah 10. Get your own. These ones I felt like were very you.
I love them.
I was like, she needs weed.
Put them on right now.
Put them on. Let's go. Thank you guys. Subscribe. Smoke Embra. Follow them. Bye.